Welcome to the pod at My Village.
Where we're going to have fun talking all things My Village Ministries, family preservation, and the church's involvement in this important work.
We are Phil and Mel, and we don't know anything about running a podcast, but we know a little bit about family preservation.
That's right.
That's right.
What do you want to talk about?
It's such a good question. All of the chaos of the last week has thrown all questions out of my mind.
Yeah.
Did you have a nice weekend?
Yeah, it was above average.
Did you go out
Decent
in the
weather.
freezing cold on Saturday?
So I had a coat. I spoke at a ISI quarterly thing on Saturday morning at 8:00, and then I had to go coach the Killer Whales to victory. And
Your kids'
6, 7,
team
and 8.
is called the Killer Whales?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
The kids named it.
That is surprising.
But flag football for like K through 2nd grade. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they won?
Won.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Feels satisfying.
Yeah, it was satisfying.
My son's soccer game is called the Rhinos.
That's as respectable.
Yeah.
That's Killer Whales.
We went to a soccer game around noon and then a baseball game at 3, and it was way colder at the baseball game. I thought I was going to die. That's how cold it was.
That's
I was not
amazing.
appropriately dressed.
It was chilly that day.
Like the wind just whips across those open fields.
Sneaky cold.
It was sneaky cold. Lost the soccer game, won the baseball game.
It's a wash.
Yeah, it's a wash.
Yeah.
I am equally proud and disappointed in my children. No,
Your love and value
Yeah.
shown towards them hinges upon their
Yeah.
athletic prowess.
Yep, that's so true about me. We do love watching our kids play sports.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun.
Super fun. Yeah,
There's
Lyra
something
had a
special
track
about
meet
it.
Friday night,
Yep.
and spring is somehow we have this like one sport at a time rule for our kids. Somehow spring is just all their sports are happening at the same time, and
Yeah.
it's a lot to get to everything.
Random thought, not really random, but Carrie Damschroeder,
Yeah,
son is on the team with
on the Killer Whales.
On the Killer Whales.
Wow, I
So
want to go root for the Killer Whales.
what's great about having Carrie son on your team is that parents are assigned snacks.
Ooh,
At the end
she
of
bring
each
like
game.
crock
And
pots
so
of,
she
like,
brought-
corn dip.
Yeah, she signed up for 2 different slots, but this round she brought like homemade hot chocolate
Ooh.
with a bunch of other like she made these
Toppings?
pancake cupcakes.
How?
But she obviously
Say more
Carrie
about that.
Hey, Carrie, if you want to learn how to be a good person on the care community, talk
Yeah.
to Carrie.
She is incredible.
But she like rolled in on this like 6 by 10 foot cart, just like the snacks and drinks for our kids.
Wow.
Yeah, I was
I
thoroughly
want to join.
impressed.
Can I play for the Killer Whales?
I told her
so
I
that
want her
can-
to be my mom.
Yeah, I want her to be my mom too. She's a great mom.
Yeah. Anyway, shout out to Carrie. We love you.
In opposition to Carrie, Saturday was Cameron's birthday, so I was like, I'll be the drink. We just do drinks for the baseball team. So I brought Gatorades and then cookies, and I asked him if he wanted store-bought cookies or my homemade cookies, and he chose store-bought cookies. So I had like Kroger bakery cookies and Gatorades on my son's birthday. I bet on Carrie's kid's birthday.
No, yeah, there's a selection for sure.
Yeah, I hope she listens to this and knows how amazing she is.
Now, when Cam said that, were you simultaneously offended and relieved?
Oh, I was thrilled.
Yeah,
I've
like, I don't have
earned
to
my
be-
reputation. It might not even have anything to do with how well they taste. It might literally be like, I know you don't have time for that,
Yeah,
Mom.
no. Props to Cam. Good
Yep.
for him.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to kick off our time with
Okay.
a question. I'm going to start. If you had to swim in a pool of anything other than water, what would it be?
Oh gosh. I'm assuming salt water, like ocean
not
salt
allowed.
water does not count. I feel like, okay, do you know what Orbeez are?
Orbeez, no.
They're these like water beads.
That you put in like little pellet guns that you shoot at each other?
Maybe.
No.
I don't know. They're like, do you know what they are, Ben? They're like little bubble. They're kind of like bubble tea. They really remind you of like the boba in bubble tea.
But they pop, I assume.
But they pop. But they would feel like really cool to like swim in. Do you agree? I feel like the real answer is nothing. Anything else would be kind of like sticky and gross. But water. But these Orby things would be kind of cool to swim in.
Yeah.
Did you have an answer teed up in your mind?
No, actually, no. I'm trying to think if there is something that.
Just
I feel like Jello could be
mud
fun.
or Jello, just like some like weird.
Yeah. I mean, if you were in, I heard many of stories. I did not participate in a youth group growing up, but I'm sure if you grew up in the 90s in youth group, you probably did some sort of activity in a baby pool of Jello or pudding or something.
Probably like hunted for something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or it feels like a.
I mean, you've seen those videos. I mean, they're hilarious.
Yeah.
So.
What was that TV show? Like Nickelodeon or something where they would hunt in like shaving cream for some tiny item.
That show? Yeah.
Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon. It's just called Nickelodeon.
Slime.
Maybe.
Someone knows who's listening. Okay, you ready for my question?
Yep.
If you had full unfettered access to Bill and Ted's time machine, when would you travel to and who would you fight?
Oh, who would I fight? So I'm going back to an event where I'm fighting someone.
Yep. So like, who do you really want to fight? Finally.
Man.
Don't all guys kind of dream about being in a war?
Yeah, that is kind of true. I'm trying to think of the dude. I'm trying to think of the actor. He was really annoying, I think, on one of the Mel Gibson. Oh, yeah. In Braveheart, the king's son.
Ooh, yeah.
Dude, I just want to punch him so hard in the face.
Do you feel like you could find the guy that the actor was emulating if you went back to that era?
Yeah. I probably could. I'd love to just punch him really hard.
Or how about the Emperor in Gladiator too?
Yeah, he was also. I'd punch him as well. Yep. Yeah. That guy.
Okay. I feel like you would be friends with Bill and Ted.
I would. Yeah, probably. What a show.
What a show.
What a movie. Didn't they come out with like a second one?
I don't know, but Keanu Reeves probably looks the same age. Yeah. There's been 3.
Wow. Isn't there like a biodome one or something? Am I making stuff up?
That's the most pop culture Ben's ever known. Yeah. So it feels like we just found his niche.
He knows animation movies and Bill and Ted's Excellent.
And sweet potatoes.
Second question. Mm-hmm. What one quality trait in a coworker do you admire most? This is going to offend a lot of people or encourage a lot of people on our staff.
I think what I like crave and admire the most is initiative. Just like somebody who's an owner of something. I'm going to make this happen. I care about it a lot.
Do you value them less if they don't? Just as a person?
Yeah. They deserve their salvation slightly less.
You have to work for it a little bit.
Yeah. No, I don't value them less. I think I'm pretty hard on myself. I feel like I have not like adequately passed on excitement or understanding of how to do something if someone's not taking initiative. I usually take the blame for it. But then when I find someone who takes initiative.
I'm sorry you didn't do work.
Yeah. Sorry that I didn't teach you to do that.
Yeah.
But what I enjoy most in coworkers is like a solid sense of humor.
Yeah.
I just want us all to be having fun together while we work.
Yep.
Is that too much to ask? Well, we do really heartbreaking work sometimes.
Yep. Yeah, you want a funny owner.
Yeah, I want a funny owner. I'm going to write a book called Funny Owner.
Yep.
Would you read it?
Probably.
Thanks. Okay, my second question for you is if you could like bring somebody else, either someone you know or don't know, to work with you, who would you pick to like come work closely with you here at MBM? And but then you also have to be willing to work at their job. So like every other week you work at your job or their job. So they have to be a good coworker with you.
So it's someone in a line of work then I'm thinking.
You'd have to also enjoy their line of work and enjoy working with them here.
I always thought it would be fun to work at a zoo.
Do you know someone who works at a zoo?
I do know someone, but we're not good friends.
Okay. What do they do? Like
they
within
work,
the zoo,
they work with the primates specifically, which would be a lot of fun.
That would be fun.
I don't know
You'd be
why
like
that was the first thing I thought of.
You'd be like a hero dad if you could take your kids like on behind the scenes tours at the zoo.
But for sure. Yeah.
But then that person, your primate friend, would have to also help you run my village.
Yeah, he's one of the. I think he's one of those people that would be good at anything that he does.
Okay.
So,
do I know him? Does he go to a weekend?
No,
Okay.
You don't know him. Speaking of the zoo, my wife just went there recently. We haven't been there forever. I know you're like next door neighbors at the zoo.
We can like hear lions roaring at our house.
But she was talking about, she took Jay there. She got one of the culture passes and said that the new river otter exhibit, have you seen it?
No.
Oh, she said it's amazing. I love river.
I would
if I worked at a zoo, I would just be with the otters all day long.
They are funny owners.
Just giggling. I'd probably just be giggling the whole time.
They're just like having a great time, living their lives.
Correct. Yep.
I feel like I'd be an otter if I were an animal.
Yep. Yeah, I've been watching Alone, season 9. And they've been shooting a lot of beavers and muskrats.
Wait, what is Alone?
Oh, it's why it's a great.
Is it a reality show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like real reality, not like Survivor.
Survivor is the greatest show ever.
No, I mean, Alone, you don't know the premise of Alone? You've never seen Alone?
No. They drop a person.
There's 10 people,
alone.
They drop them in the middle of nowhere they teach them how to use like camera stuff. And so you have to film everything yourself.
Okay. And they're not survival experts, or they are?
Most of them have experience. They're getting people with a background.
They didn't like grab someone off the couch and like.
Yeah, they're not. It's none of that. But you get to pick 10 items from a list of, I think there's like 50 things that you can choose from. And that's all you have with you. Mm-hmm. And it's real. Ben, have you watched any Alone? Yeah, they're really, really cool. But this one, season 9, they're like sniping everything that reminds you of an otter. That's why I bring it up. I felt bad for the otters.
When you say sniping, they're killing it.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so one of the items you can take is a bow with 9 arrows.
Okay.
So
then they retrieve the arrow and use it again, I'm guessing. Are they a good archer? What's it called? Arrowist?
Arrower.
Arrower. Why is it so much funnier than arrowist?
I mean, when you know you're going on the show, you know for months, I'm sure. And
so
I'm sure they're all practicing all the stuff that it takes to survive well.
Yeah.
But it is really impressive people are building like log cabins in the woods.
Wow. How long are they out there?
The longest someone made it that I'm aware of is 100 days.
Are they totally separate from each other, so they'll never find each other?
Yeah. That's one of the things that makes it hard. I've watched like 3 or 4 seasons. Season 2, one of the dudes literally goes crazy because he's alone. Like, we're not meant to be alone. Now, the saving grace in is they have to do medical checks on them once it gets to so many weeks. They start checking on them like sporadically. So there's some interaction. I think if there wasn't that interaction, there's this book I read of a true story of this dude called, I forget what it was. Have I told you about this? Mm-mm. A dude went on a whim, just went and lived in the woods in Maine for 29 years. And over that course of 29 years, only saw 2 people. And they talk about how like the normal person cannot handle that because you die from it.
Do you feel like you're crazy? Drawn to those shows because we work in a ministry where we're fighting social isolation? And B, do you sometimes get like new information that bolsters the work that you do?
Yeah.
Like
that book is fascinating when you think about, man, I wish I could think of it right now. I would recommend that book to anyone because it's a true story. It's fascinating. It's
at the end of the time, it's like, is the moral of the book at the end that he came back?
He finally gets caught because what he was doing, what's crazy is he was living in the woods, not far from civilization. Mm-hmm. And so where he was living at in Maine, it was mainly people had summer homes. So he would break into those homes and he would like steal like propane tanks and stuff to help him survive.
Oh, okay.
And then there was like this camp that was close by and he would like steal food from there from time to time. But eventually he got caught at the camp. And then so this one person interviews him about his experience, and it is unbelievable.
I bet.
It's
probably even like what happened in his life to lead him to the point where he would want to do that.
Literally, he just decided on a whim. He just drove his car to the edge of the woods, got out and left, and went into the woods.
So he was already a little crazy.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is wild.
It is. Man, it's going to kill me. Maybe we'll put it in the
show notes that
show
people
notes,
read?
Yeah. I would, seriously, that book is so interesting. If you want a true, like a nonfiction book, where you're like on vacation and just to rip through something like in a week.
It's an easy read.
It's an easy read, and it is fascinating.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I wonder if Jeff would watch alone.
that took a hard right turn.
It did. I actually was thinking.
Went from otters.
We were having like a nice lighthearted conversation that led well into our mentor-mentee interview that we're going to do. Now we're on this like kind of dark path.
No, here's the connection is that the mentors
Mm-hmm.
get to be community to the families that we've got to serve.
Yep.
Ongoing,
so true. Well
ongoing
played.
community and relationship.
Yeah.
You know, I read this was a while ago, but you know, when I was thinking about, I know we've commented on our mentors before. Like, I think again, some of the unsung heroes in our ministry, like they're not highlighted as much.
Yeah. But
we got roughly 30 mentors that are strongly committed to these kids, and God's doing something special in it, you know, discipleship and gospel proclamation every single time that they're hanging out with them. But there's some research that shows, speaking to, because the last 2 episodes we've had with Tom, some of the conversation was wrapped around poverty and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They talk about how a key relationship can be a key predictor of helping someone not end up in poverty, alongside of other things. It's just a critical relationship.
Yeah.
That I would say is needed in most people's lives. And
Yeah.
so to be able to provide this within our ministry is really exciting to think about.
Yeah, I think so too. It is one of my favorite parts of our ministry, what we're doing there. I love hearing the stories. And Payton said this well, and I think you're going to see this when you watch the interview play out, but she said this well when we did our first interview, that kids are not going to remember what you said, but how you make them feel. Yeah. And I think you're going to watch. We have 2, you're so privileged to get to see this. I can't wait to see it because I didn't get to be there, but 2 of our kids that have been mentored, 3 of our kids have been mentored for a long time, and then 2 mentors. Is that correct? 2 and 2. Okay. 2 kids mentored, 2 of their mentors, and you're going to see how the kids feel being around those mentors. And it's pretty special. Well, and probably likewise how the mentors feel getting to be in a relationship with those kids. Not always easy, but there's a lot of obvious fruit they get to watch play out.
My prayer is that our established mentors feel encouraged, but that this would excite maybe some new people to think about becoming a mentor. It's a valuable role in a way where you're like, man, I don't know if I can host, but I'd love to be a little bit more involved in the front lines. This could be it for you. So hopefully there's some people out there that get excited to do it.
Yeah, enjoy.
Welcome to the pod at my village. My name's Jhasir, and we are with and I am with Connor, Skyler, and Journey.
Sweet.
This one's Connor. That one is Skyler, and that is Journey.
And who is Journey?
The one in the middle.
And
who
she is your
random person I don't know. She's my sister.
She's your sister. Welcome to the pod, everybody. Surprise, you got a new host today. It's Payton.
Who's the old host?
Yeah, there's some different hosts, mostly Mel and Phil. But today you get me, so congratulations. Because today we're talking about mentorship once again. We're back. But today we have some special guests. We got Skyler and Connor, who have been a part of the mentorship program for a number of years now. And Journey and Jhasir, who are their mentees.
No, we're their mentors, and they're the mentees.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, I think that's a good point, Jhasir, because we're going to talk about how mentors and mentees alike get to learn and grow alongside one another in this program. So we're excited to dive in. But yeah, let's just start. Maybe Connor and Skyler, you can tell us a little bit about yourselves, maybe just your church background and kind of how you got connected to the mentorship program with My Village.
Thanks. Yeah, so I'm Skyler, and this is my husband Connor, and we go to Three Creeks. Shout out Three Creeks. Woo! And I got involved in mentorship like 2.5 years ago. I was on the care community, and I believe it was Morgan Trainer reached out to me and was like, hey, we're looking for more mentors. Would you be interested? I was like, sure, why not? Let's see what that's about. Hopped on a phone call with you, Payton, and then Went to bowling at Gahanna Lanes.
Let's go. Shout out Gahanna Lanes.
Met
Except they actually
Journey.
got exceptionally more expensive, so we won't be back.
Sorry, Gahanna Lanes. Not really a shout out to you.
Oof.
Any
New
other
management.
bowling alleys, reach out to
Yeah.
MVM if you're interested in
We'll
hosting
post
us.
some great content. Get you a tag. Get you a follow.
But yeah, met Journey there and then decided to just like fully jump into mentorship and got to obviously get to know Jhasir through that as well. And then the guy who was mentoring Jhasir at the time ended up moving. And so then in came Connor.
And that also made me sad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well,
When my old mentor moved.
That's fair.
yeah. Transitions and changes are hard. Daniel, if you ever stumble across this, just what's up? We love you. Daniel's so fun. Such a great, part of the mentorship program, but he did move out of state. So yeah, then we got the blessing of you guys jumping in together, and that's been the case for quite a few mentors. Some couples, some spouses getting to mentor alongside one another, and it's fun to watch, and I think it's a blessing, especially for some sibling duos like you two. Maybe you guys, Journey and Jhasir, you can tell us a little bit about your history with the mentorship program, how long you've been coming around, and what it's been like a little bit for you.
You go first.
Okay, so we've been here for 3 years. We've learned various things about God, and yeah, we've gone to the older section of Three Creeks Sunday Church and the younger one, like the sharks, the jellyfish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we've met Connor, Skyler, Daniel, Lotto, Ben, and a lot of other people.
Yeah, you've been around for a few years. You've made a lot of cool connections, and you've gotten to really be a part of Three Creeks as well. And if you're not familiar, this has been mentioned in previous mentorship episodes, but Journey and Jhasir were a part of a hosting at Three Creeks Church. And so mentorship is a result of a hosting taking place and then just ongoing relationship happening after that.
Wait, what's the hosting?
A hosting, remember when you got to stay at the trainer's house for some
Oh, yeah.
days? And the wands. Yeah. So that's called a hosting through my village. So yeah, just an opportunity to get to stay and hang out with a host family, and then now you get to spend time and hang out with Connor and Skyler and other people in the community, which is a ton of fun. Yeah.
I don't really have anything to say.
Then what was the?
You
I'm
kind
not
of
gonna
stole
say
like all the
anything.
things I was gonna say.
Oop.
Okay. Do you want to tell us maybe some highlights of your time at the mentorship so far? Just like anything that
I
you
like
remember.
the food.
Of course, your first thing's the food.
Oh, and I also like all of the activities we do, and like how I get to spend time with Freddie too sometimes.
Freddie is. Yeah.
Freddie's our baby. He's one.
You just turned 1. Yeah, Journey, what have been some of your favorite activities that we've gotten to do in mentorship?
Probably rock climbing.
Rock climbing.
Or the food one we did.
Oh,
Yeah, the cooking.
that was a
one.
favorite for you?
That was no. I didn't really like the food. I only like the omelet. The omelet.
Yeah, the food, but it was a fun experience.
Yeah, the experience was good. That's great. I love it. Yeah, rock climbing is a fan favorite. Next month we're going kayaking,
Nice.
Corey Trails.
I really like the kayaking one.
I remember you rode a boat too. I like that one.
Yeah, I got to go on a boat.
I
Yeah.
really like the kayaking one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the kayaking
When
one.
we
I
went on
do.
that zip line swing.
Yeah, I do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And this summer we have our first ever MVM mentorship camp. There's going to be boats, there's going to be kayaks, and we're going to get to learn. Yeah, there's going to be Chick-fil-A, probably pizza too. So yeah, it's going to be an awesome day. We're going to get to dive into God's word and learn more about him there too. So we're really excited for that day. And we're so grateful that you guys are part of the program. Okay, so let's dive into some questions. here. We wanna discuss some that maybe you guys can ask each other. Well, for Journey and Jhasir, so you guys are both middle schoolers.
Yes.
What is something that you guys think that people don't quite understand about middle schoolers?
I think they think that we like to like vandalize stuff for some reason, but like we like to commit crimes for no reason, and that we are just like insensitive and stuff. But we're not. We are just really focused on middle school, and we don't vandalize stuff. Okay, we do not vandalize stuff. We are like clean people, and we just like to like have fun and get our work done.
So you like to have fun without committing any crimes?
Yes.
Amen. Yeah, we love that.
What was the question?
Journey, what do you think?
What do you think people don't understand about middle schoolers?
Yeah, or even you specifically. What do people maybe misunderstand about you?
I don't know. Probably that like middle school, like once you get into middle school, it's like hard at first, and like sometimes like your parents may like tell you to do this when you have so much homework that's like due the next day or something.
Yeah. Connor and Skyler, maybe a question for you that's kind of similar but different. What's something that you maybe had a misconception about related to mentorship, or something that has surprised you now that you're in the mentorship program that you maybe didn't expect was going to be a part of your experience?
I don't really know, I guess. I feel like at first you might think, I feel like mentorship kind of sounds like daunting, but like really it's just building a relationship. And so like, I think if you're just like present and like willing, then like it's really just like easy, and like you just get to like hang out with some cool kids and like get to know them, and it's not like some big to do or like a big like commitment that's gonna like interrupt your life in any negative way, because it is an interruption, but like in the best way.
Yeah, do you remember feeling intimidated at all when you were first like considering jumping in?
Yeah, because I was like, that's like kind of a lot of a time commitment, but it's really not at all. And then there's like so many, well, now there's way more of us, but I remember thinking like there's so many kids and like so many other people to also get to know that it felt like really overwhelming at first to feel like I could build genuine relationships, not only just like with Journey, but with like all of the other mentees and mentors as well. Because I think that's really important too, for them to see us as like all friends and like all pouring into each of them. Yeah.
Yeah. That was like my biggest praise, I think, the first full year I had led the mentorship program, of how I just felt like it was a little bit more cohesive, that like everybody that was coming around was getting to know each other too. And I don't know if you guys, Journey and Jhasir, could speak to that at all, but like, if you guys have gotten to build any relationships with other kiddos in the mentorship program, or just friends that you look forward to seeing at mentorship. Has that been the case for you guys? Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. Connor? Yeah. My question for you.
Well, I think piggybacking off Skyler, I think coming from a Young Life background and putting your whole entire life basically into leading kids, high school kids, to Jesus and spending time with them almost every day. It's a lot. And then going out of that, going into the real world, and then coming kind of back into it is a lot. Like, I think coming into this, I was like thinking more of the Young Life time commitment. But it's not that time consuming. But you definitely, with the less time that you have with them, I think you grow a lot deeper, just because of how intimate the time you have with them is, and the most you want to spend time with them and get to know them. Yeah, that's so good. It's funny that you mentioned that earlier, Skylar, because I feel like
that was feedback I was getting from a lot of ministry leads, people who are trying to recruit new mentors. They were like, I think that the term mentor feels really intimidating to a lot people. Mm-hmm. And I was like, should we call it like friend, supportive friend? Like, yeah, like it truly is really just about, proximity, spending time together. And yeah, I don't want it to feel like a daunting thing that you need to have all these qualifications or, just even like anything
telling
special.
People that I am like a mentor for my village. Sometimes I'm like, but it's like not that serious. Like I feel like mentor just like sounds so serious.
Yeah. And
it's like, but like we're really just like hanging out with kids.
Yeah. If anyone out there has a suggestion to just make it sound more playful or lighthearted, let us know. You guys got any ideas? Yeah. When you hear mentor, does it sound serious to you? A bit. Yeah.
Probably like leader.
You should probably hanging with the kids.
We're just the people that hang with the kids.
Big brother, big sister. I
know. Okay, Journey and Jhasir, I have a question for you guys. What do you guys think are qualities that make up a good leader or mentor? What are things that you value in a mentor?
Loyalty.
Loyalty. Yeah. That's good.
I think that a mentor that is they can stand their ground to their mentee.
Like if you're pushing them around a little bit.
Yeah.
Something, they like stick with that.
You like someone that will like hold firm boundaries.
Yeah.
Okay. I respect that.
Someone that can actually lead them to God and just like not anything else.
Come on.
Like here, like anywhere else, like they can stay with what is expected to them. They're funny, they're kind, their name is Connor. They wear a hat. He's the person who is currently on this podcast, and that's basically it.
They work at Tesla.
They drive a Tesla.
Tesla, please sponsor MBM.
Let's go. Anything else that you would add, Journey? Or what does loyalty really mean to you? Why is that important?
They're like helpful and like they respect you, like how you want to be respected.
That's good. Yeah. When I think of loyalty, I think of like they're going to stick by you through thick and thin, like through any challenge that could come along. I think that's really important because when you build a relationship with someone, like you're going to be able to turn to them like when things are hard too. And like we want all of our mentorships to just be like fun times of like celebration and getting to like have joy and eat good food and do fun activities. But yeah, but also for you to have someone that like hopefully you could call up and say like, hey, like I had a really hard day and I'd like love to talk about that with you. So that's a loyal friend and a gift. Journey and Jhasir, you guys have been a part of the mentorship for 3 years now. I want you guys to share with everyone your craziest mentorship story.
Who's going first?
You want to go first or me? I'm not. Okay, fine, I'll go first. I have one about both of them. Connor, he's just like really funny. And he likes to like take Jhasir's stuff sometimes and he won't share. That's just really funny. And Skyler, let's think here. There's a lot. I don't know.
Not as crazy as Connor.
Yeah.
A little more low. One time we went to the zoo though in the pouring rain.
Oh yeah.
I was actually thinking about that earlier today.
Oh.
And it was cold. We still had fun.
Yeah.
Sometimes the least ideal circumstances are the best memories.
Yeah. We bought a blanket in the gift shop.
Oh yeah, I still have that blanket.
And walked around the zoo.
And that's how you do it. That's mentorship right there.
This mentorship story actually just happened today, so it's fresh in my mind. So Connor was driving at he has this like he has this he has self-driving on the Tesla, and he was at on hurry. So it goes over this. No, it is. Yeah, it goes over the speed limit, but only by 5. By 5.
Just call me out here, peeps.
He was on
attacked.
wait on the
But
test.
that's not the story. That's not the story. I just wanted to say that.
Mode?
So the actual story is, my sister just said this randomly in the car ride. Jhasir told me that when at the crew game, you arrived at your job, were late, and you lost your job. We were like, bro, stop capping. Because no, she was, because she literally said that I told her that, but I didn't. And so she was like, why do you always take her side? Because we both said this at the same time. It's because he's my bro.
I'm glad we cleared that up.
So you have to take your side.
Okay, one more question for you guys, Journey and Jhasir. What is a way that you feel like you've grown in the past few years, either in learning about God, and maybe even becoming like God as you spend time in His Word or just learn more about Him? Do you feel like there's any area that you've grown in the past few years being a part of the mentorship?
I feel like I've grown a lot closer with God than I was 3 years ago, because I wasn't really close with God because I was really focused on my schoolwork and other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I have my own personal time to actually grow closer, I feel like I'm a lot closer to Him.
Man, that's such a gift.
I agree.
Can you expand on that?
You can say no if you want.
Or what does growing closer to God look like for you?
Reading the Bible
Amen.
and praying.
I'm so glad you've gotten to grow in those things. That's such a gift. Is there anything else on your guys' mind that you'd like to share? Just about your experience with mentorship? Anything related to...
if you were trying to get other people to become mentors,
I am really...
what would you say to encourage them to
Be
do
a very good mentor like Skyler and Connor, but don't speed like Connor.
Crazy.
Okay, I would I don't have anything to say because I don't want to lose my mentor right now.
Well, we're not leaving you. We're if other people want to join to mentor others.
Oh yeah. It's not like that.
Yeah.
It's
not
it's
us.
like there are kids right now that are waiting to be connected to a mentor, and so we need more people to say yes to being mentors for those
So what would
kids,
you say
not
to
you.
People that might want to be a mentor.
It's, in my opinion, because I'm not actually a mentor, but I think it's really easy because you just have to you can just be yourself in that space. So yeah,
Mhm.
it might be a little time consuming, but
That's for fun.
yeah.
You
And there's more kids that need mentors, so just think about that.
you can have a really good time, enjoying the people, and have a happy time, and you get to do so many different activities every single month.
Yeah,
And eat food.
can't forget about that.
Let's.
Seeing themes.
If you love Little Caesars, you should be a mentor.
I don't like Little Caesars.
Well,
I think you're not a mentor.
I'd like to know. I want to be a mentor, but I'd like to know this more.
You should get canes again.
Oh yeah, Canes. Canes was actually a good one.
yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah, cool. So we'll take a quick break, and then we'll just ask a couple questions for them because we're just trying to get more mentors, and then we'll be done.
So mentorship,
Mentorship.
it's been a significant part of your world of ministry for Journey and Jhasir over the past couple years. Was that an impactful part of your upbringing at all? Was there anyone that was pouring into you, mentoring you, that kind of shaped your desire and your heart to engage in the world of mentorship?
Well, I grew up in private schools, so a lot of my teachers unofficially were like mentors to me, I guess. I never had like actually like a mentor in this same kind of capacity, but I feel like a lot of my like teachers growing up really poured into me a lot and like made very intentional relationships, which is something that I have obviously remembered and something that I try to do as I'm a teacher now, making intentional relationships with my students. But I think also that's something that is really cool about the mentorship space, is being able to really make those relationships.
Yeah. Yeah, that's such a gift.
I think for me, being a part of Young Life in high school, I definitely had a mentor then. Name's Andrew Berrigan. Shout out to Berrigan. Yeah, I was a crazy kid in high school. So him just to wrangle me in and teach me how to behave, but like just teach me the gospel in just a way that I could understand as a crazy high school kid, definitely has made me want to lead Young Life in college. And then coming into the real world and having a job, getting into mentorship as a mentor, I still have that, leader in young life, but in a less time consuming way. Because life happens. You have a baby, you have
Responsibilities.
a lot of responsibilities that life gets ahead of you, and mentorship is kind of that way where I get to still be that young life leader, but yeah, still keep telling kids about Jesus.
Yeah, so good. I know it's funny because much of our mentorship crew is like 8 to 12 years old, and I'm always amazed. I think, like, in my head when I think about a 12-year-old, I think, I don't know, maybe like a little angsty, a little like too cool for school kind of thing. But like so many of these kids are just really so childlike, like the best ways.
And they just want a space to be able to be a kid.
Yeah. And so many of these kids, in Journey and Jhasir's case too, like their older siblings, probably given plenty of responsibility around the home, helping out with younger siblings, helping out around the house. As anyone listening to this probably knows that my village serves a lot of single moms, and so older siblings are often just holding a lot of responsibility around the house, and so that's such a gift to get to see mentorship times really being a time where kids get to unplug from all of that and just really get to be free and get to play and be a kiddo, because it's so needed. But kind of to your point, Connor, like, even though these kids are 12 now, eventually they're going to be adults. They're probably going to become parents one day. And it's so encouraging to me to think about the long-term implications of all that you're sowing into kids right now, and how that is going to impact the kind of father that Jhasir might be one day, the kind of mother that Journey might be one day, and how generationally I think that's going to be absolutely transformative for maybe their lives to look a lot different than than what their parents did, even if they didn't have that person pouring into them, advocating for them, preaching the gospel to them, and communicating that gospel hope is for them now and for the rest of their lives and for forever. So I get excited to think about that, and I think that's why mentorship really beautifully fits into the work of family preservation, because it is really going upstream in that sense to think about these future generations and the families that are to come.
I really think it's so cool too that we get to do it together with a brother and sister, and then now that we do have Freddie, and like being able to bring Freddie along with us sometimes, and it's like they're really like Journey and Jhasir are really just like also a part of our family too. Sorry, I'm getting like a little emotional.
No, it's great.
But, like, I just think it's like so fun and like really cool for them to be able to see like the way our relationship is and the way that we are with Freddie, and like we love their mom Jasmine. She's so sweet, and like being able to also like partner with her and like have conversations with her. It's so cool, and there's like just such a huge village, in our church too. Like when we bring them to church with us, like everyone's saying, "Oh, Journey and Jhasir, we're so glad you're here," and like they just love them just as much as we do.
Yeah, yeah, that's such a gift, and so cool. Like I could imagine that somebody that maybe has young kids could be intimidated to feel like this is a good role for them to jump into. But yeah, everyone that I've heard share about their experience, you know, having young kids, maybe bringing them in tow to mentorship. I mean, the kids are absolutely just enamored with babies and little ones, and it just feels like family.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Several kids have tried to pick up Freddie.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. Maybe like if your baby's really little, like a carrier is a good idea. Just like, you know, but keep them close. Yeah. Your baby will be probably picked up. But yeah, like even them talking about how much they've just loved getting to love on Freddie, and yeah, truly, like I don't know for them, for other kids in the mentorship, like yeah, how many healthy marriages have they been exposed to? And kids are just so they just learn through watching, through modeling, and they're so impressionable, and so who knows like what they'll catch and they'll receive even now that they'll think back on maybe so many years later and be like, I saw the way that Connor treated Skyler. I saw the way that, they loved on their son, and that they were a team and helped like take care of him. And even logistically like worked it out to like be able to show up for us and have that capacity. So I think that's hugely impactful for them.
Mentorship has definitely gotten harder post having a baby.
Yeah, that's real.
But I feel like now that he's a little older, we're refinding our groove a little bit. But
it's a huge transition. Yeah. To parenting.
It's so fun.
Yeah. Well, it's a gift to get to watch you guys do your thing, and I know that Journey and Jhasir are forever impacted by that. Yeah.
They're crazy, but they're fun.
Truly. Yeah. Any other encouragements to anyone that might be coming on or just curious about the role of mentorship? Even like how it's shaped you guys and how you feel like you've grown and changed through the process.
I just feel like you definitely won't regret it. There's never been a time that we've been like, oh man, we have to do mentorship. It's always something that like we equally look forward to, and we know that like the kids look forward to too. And there's great people, great kids. It's so fun. It's just such a cool way to like be able to have just a little hand in what my village is doing without having to like commit to being a host family or anything crazy like that, because we definitely are not in the space to be able to do that. But we're still able to like have a hand in what's going on here and what we believe in.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like hearing Jhasir today. It's just like it's super encouraging for me, because like I don't think that like I have that big of an impact on him. Like I'm just myself hanging around with him and just being goofy. But how he was like, I don't want another mentor. It's like,
he meant that. Yeah.
Like,
he loves you.
Like that's just super encouraging to hear, because you even though you hang out with them once or twice a month, you still make that huge impact on them, and you still make that relationship with them even for such a short amount of time.
Yeah.
And it speaks volumes.
Yeah. Something that Jhasir said that struck me was, he was like, you don't need to be anything special. You just need to be yourself.
Yeah.
And I was like, I hope a mentor heard that, because if you're like feeling intimidated by the role of like, oh, I need to like be able to offer whatever it is that's on your mind, to think like this is what a kid needs to like be hugely impacted by me. It's like, actually, like what's going to impact them is just showing up regularly.
Being present. Yeah. Like I feel like sometimes it can feel like, oh, I have to have like some great conversation with them while we're sitting there during devotion, or I have to have like some huge in-depth conversation while we're driving home. But like really I think sometimes it's just like being present
Yeah.
and like kind of letting them take the lead.
Yeah.
That we don't really have to feel like we have to put that pressure on ourselves.
Yeah, like in a practical sense, has there been any way to kind of integrate time with Journey and Jhasir into your schedules that maybe just like wasn't as daunting as you anticipated? Like I always tell mentors, like, don't always think of it as like this like 2 to 3 hour block that you're like dedicating, but maybe it's like you're going a little out of your way to pick them up, but then you're running errands and like maybe grabbing a treat or just like, you know, simple things. That,
we've taken them to church several times. Not as much post Freddie, because that like makes a bit of a difference Sunday mornings. Yeah, trying to fit in a nap and all that kind of stuff. But like, that was like something really cool, and I want us to like get back in the habit of like offering that to them, because I think too like we get to have like great time with them, and like we would pick them up and like swing by and get Tim Hortons donuts, and then like take them to church and drop them off in kids, and then get to have conversations with them about like what they learned in kids that day and stuff like that. And that has been like really cool.
Now they're too old for kids.
Yeah, they could probably still go. Easter, they sat in service with us, which was pretty cool. They got to like see how we worship, which I think is just like, I don't know. I feel like as a child, when I would go to church, like I was definitely watching what the adults in the room were doing.
Oh yeah.
And so I don't know like how much they did or didn't sing, or how much they did or didn't take in from that service, but like them seeing like, oh, this is like how they worship. This is what they value. And like, this is why they're doing what they're doing is because of Jesus and because of the mission of this church and my village. I don't know. I have to like hope that that's like somewhat impactful.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, the fact that you guys have sown years of relational investment into these kids, like everything that you say, everything that you do is going to echo more like more loudly in their minds and their hearts. And I do believe that Jesus is going to like peel back the layers or like deposit like truths into their minds, like even little by little. But yeah, just being nearby and ready to engage in those conversations when they're ready to have them. And that's something that Bado and I are trying to be more intentional about, is just stewarding those opportunities for you guys to engage in spiritual conversations whenever it might be, if it's on the ride home from mentorship or if it's, you know, a week or a month later when you see them next and you said like, hey, last time, you know, we learned about abiding. Like, did you try that at all? Like, here's how I tried to do it this month, and it's not easy. Yeah. But I'm committed to working on that together and just figuring out this discipleship thing together.
Jhasir asked us in the car, what is spiritual warfare? And we were like, oh, so we're okay. How do we explain this? A 12-year-old?
Oh my
13-year-old?
Actually, that totally brought me back. I drove Jhasir home.
He asked such deep questions.
Yeah, years ago.
That you're just like not ready for.
Yeah. And he asked me something that I was like, wow, this is like unpacking the whole gospel and more. And I was like, I'm gonna give you a short answer. And it was when Daniel was mentoring. I was like, and talk to Daniel more next time you see him. But yeah, those curious minds. Yeah. It's cool to be able to have a, you know, as Young Life says, like, you've earned the right to be heard. So yeah, to have that space to speak in and encourage and build up. It's awesome.
I mean, even not just building a relationship with the kids, but also building a relationship with their parents is a huge blessing. Like, I mean, Jasmine like literally texts us and was like, hey, do you want to do this with Jhasir? Do you want to do this with Jhasir?
Oh.
It's like, yeah, let's do it.
You're like, thanks for teeing that up.
Right.
And showing up for like, we went to Journey's dance recital last spring, and like Freddie was only a month and a half.
He was fresh.
Yeah, he was tiny. But
I remember that. I was amazed.
And it was just like, that was like such an easy way for us to like be able to show her like, we're here for you. Like, we care about you. We want to support you in what you're doing. And like, she was sharing that her last band concert's coming up in a couple weeks, and like, we'll probably try to go to that. Just because like we want them to know that like we care about what they're doing and what they're interested in, and and it's fun to see them doing something that they enjoy.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, I'm hugely encouraged by you guys and all that you do, and I hope that this will just be encouraging to those of you who are engaged in this work in any capacity or are considering jumping in any capacity. Yeah, we love the kids that are a part of the mentorship. Our mentors are phenomenal. These are just two of the many that are just showing up month after month and engaging in this way. And so it's a gift to get to watch. There's a saying that we say at the end of the podcast.
Oh, gosh.
Do you remember?
Tomorrow's the next day.